Okay,
Okay,
so
so like normally when there's a protest, the at least one or two cops will come and say, "Okay, these are the rules. Stay out of the street, whatever. Like, and we respect your rights or whatever." There's usually a police will come and say who's the leader. This time there was zero police presence whatsoever for probably until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, maybe. No police, absolutely no police. Um, and then people were out in the lanes, and like normally the police would come and say, "Get out of the lanes." And then at some point, people were in the intersections, um, and then kind of redirecting traffic and stuff. But everyone kept the flow of traffic going at all times, and so I was there not as a protester, but I was there as a journalist live streaming. I had um, over like maybe 16. I had 600 people on my channel, and then other channels were telling me they had like 1,000 people watching. So
let's fast forward to the time when the police presence became evident to you.
okay, so let's see. There was there was a march. Um, the first march, I think we marched to Kelly's Corner and like zero police presence, and then the first time I saw any police at all whatsoever, um, someone was yelling they're blocking off the intersection, so people like ran down there to the intersection. There was two motorcycle cops there, and so we went down there, and then I guess people realized like that was kind of a distraction, and they were yelling that there was riot police and a big I forgot the name of the truck.
Sound truck?
I don't know what it was. Somebody else will know that detail, but there was a big black armored vehicle, and there was riot police, so we all came back over there, and then at some point there was they made a dispersal order, but it wasn't like normally we get a dispersal order that says 10 minutes to disperse, but they said immediately disperse. So everyone did, like at that point, within a couple of minutes, decide collectively, like everyone just left. So we left, we went back to Kelly's Corner. And then uh, at some point later, I think we went on, I'm getting like the chronology confused because we went on a lot of marches.
Well, let's fast forward to right before your arrest.
Okay.
I'm going to
What?
ask the next question, okay? So I'm just letting you know.
All right, so I guess we're skipping a lot then. So right before my arrest, we were at Kelly's Corner, so we had completely left the area where they wanted us to leave. So we went back to Kelly's Corner, um, and we were there, and someone was telling me that people, when they're leaving, are getting arrested. And somebody came to me and said, "Hey, is it safe to leave?" And then I thought it would be safe to leave because like that's not where they told us not to be, right? So, but then I was told that people are getting um, picked up. They're taking people if they try to leave. So right after that, um, my one of the anonymous guys got arrested. So when that happened, I went to go and film his arrest, and immediately after he was arrested, I heard a cop say, "Who's next?" And then another cop said, "Black hat." So I, who happened to be one of, I don't know how many people wearing a black hat, decided time to go. So I turned and ran. And then I ran like straight into another cop. And so they gently took me and handcuffed me, and then and then I just I just complied with their arresting me, and then I was just yelling like my main concern at that point was like nobody here knows who I am, so I need people to know like that I've been arrested. So I'm just like yelling tweet PMbeers got arrested, and then I realized like none of their friends are going to know my friends, so I just yelled like a couple times, go to the event page and write PMbeers got arrested. And then the cop said to me, like, he said something like, just relax. And like I felt like I was like as calm as I could possibly be, so I don't know how I couldn't relax anymore, but I think we missed a chunk.
What was the incident that happened? I was watching you when you were live streaming, and there was a disruption at a restaurant. Tables got knocked over.
You know, I wasn't really paying much attention to that had happened, but I do know that after that happened, I went up and looked, and there was zero property damage.
I heard that, yeah.
There were like it looked like glass candle holders and everything, nothing broken. And then
What sparked that
people
incident?
went and what sparked it? I think what sparked it was just like outrage. Like people were just very upset because that was the slide bar was where the 911 call had originated. That's why the cops were called, because someone from the slide bar made the call to call the cops and say, you know, hey, Kelly Thomas is jiggling door handles or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what that story was, but the slide bar was definitely the person, and I'm not really blaming exactly that person who did that, because that person was unfortunately doing their job and needed to keep their job. But like as far as like this all goes into capitalism and how capitalism exploits all of us, so I won't go into all of that, but
Well, let me ask you this, because I had a conversation with George Olivo on the phone this morning, who is the Orange County live streamer, and he said he was very disappointed in the conduct of some of his comrades, because this was supposed to be a completely peaceful march, and what happened was people started tagging, you know, obscenities about the police. He said it never should have been at the police department. It should have been at the district attorney's office or at the board of supervisors office. And what ended up happening last night was, as once again, the story became about the protesters, and we had to spend all our time doing damage control on social media and trying to get you out, as opposed to making it be about the unjust verdict. Your comments.
Well, I don't know, like my personal view is like everybody has their own way of protesting, and there's diversity of tactics, and I understand that outrage that these very, very young people have, and I don't agree with their tactics, but I understand their emotion. Like I understand where that's coming. These are very, very young people, and
I have 2 minutes on your flip camera. I need you to talk about how you were treated once you were arrested.
I was treated differently than all of the other people I spoke to. I was able to speak to some of the guys who were arrested with us, and everyone said that they were treated roughly and they had gotten taken down, like physically. But I myself, like most of everything, like as far as their physical contact with me, was like not bad or terribly disrespectful, except there was one sheriff who wanted to show me his dominance, because when we walked into the Orange County, the second place that we were held, I totally lost my train of thought. Okay. So one of the sheriffs grabbed me very forcefully. I don't know which arm he grabbed me by, but he grabbed me very forcefully and pulled me, and it was like, it really, really hurt. Okay.
Okay, at any time did you tell them that you were a member of the press?
Okay, so I did not. I spoke to the police in the Fullerton jail very, very minimally. I chose, when they asked me questions, I told them I'm not going to answer questions. And but then at the point when we were, well, yeah, I did have that hat on that said press, but by the time they got me, I didn't have the hat on. But
So we just got Patty's bag back. We're at the Fullerton Police Department. We're gonna look through her bag and make sure that all her property's there.
Okay, so
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a USB key. This is my charger for my iPhone.
You can see it.
The one thing I'm wondering if I have is USB cables.
I need to make a complaint
Did you get all your property back when you
about
picked
police
up the?
treatment
I didn't
in
receive
general.
my
I was
USB
arrested
cables.
The other day and
Is all your
Here's
property?
my hat that I
And
was
what does your
wearing.
hat
in
say?
jail and,
In really big letters, it says press.
Was all your property?
I didn't. Okay, so that's a charger for a computer. So here's my jacket, thermal shirt, sunshine hat, and these are my USB cables.
Was all your
So-
property that you got back on Sunday in good condition?
No,
What was wrong with your property?
my there was a black cell phone that I had, which was returned to me with no SIM card, and it won't turn on.
Will it turn on now?
No,
So your phone is broken. And what kind of phone is it?
it's a Samsung Galaxy 2.
Okay.
I don't remember if there was anything in the front pocket. Oh, there was money in the front pocket. They gave me the money back.
Okay, we'll get to go. Thanks, Patty.
Hey,
Thank
now.
your hat.
you guys going to the meeting, council?